For those of you who follow Gary Vee, you might hear her voice and it may sound familiar to you. But without further ado, we have Taylor here. Taylor, can you give yourself a little intro and say hi?
Hi, everybody. So, yeah, my name's Taylor Clark, and I was on Gary Vee's Ask Gary Vee show like 31 days ago.
To just jog you guys' memory, this was the video that was titled the advice for every 20-year-old, something like that. And I'll post a little clip of it right now so you can see what I'm talking about.
Hello?
Hey Taylor, it's Gary Vee. You're on the Ask Gary Vee show.
My question for you is, how do you get over the stump of you're graduating and you feel all this pressure?
You need to be patient as fuck, Taylor. Like, you looking at the Kardashians is the most ludicrous horseshit I've ever heard in my life. Every second you spend thinking about what somebody else has is taking away from time that you could create something for yourself. You spent more downtime on not your career this weekend than I did in my entire 20s combined. Enjoy eating shit and dirt and bleeding and the grind, and don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks. Don't think you're a digital expert just because you're 22 and you have an Instagram account. Show me how much fucking shit you've sold with your digital social media skills. Can you email me in 30 days and don't bullshit me? What's your Twitter handle? Or Instagram? What's your Instagram handle?
I don't.
That's fine.
Instagram is @thefabulous_journey.
@thefabulous_journey.
Yeah.
Me and my whole team and the entire Vayner Nation is watching.
I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this.
So what were you doing before the video? Like, what were you doing before that video came out and before you called in?
Literally nothing towards my own goals. I actually, the week before, had left my job because it was something I thought I had really enjoyed and wanted to do, and it ended up not being what I wanted to do, which kind of is the story of my life. I do every opportunity that it kind of comes to me, and then through doing those, I'm finding out it's not what I want to do. So yeah, that's kind of where I was up until the call. I had quit my job. I was only working for my mom at that point, so I went from 2 jobs to 1.
Right.
And I was just stuck, like in this place of I don't know what I need to do, but I'm just stuck.
Right. And you were also out of school at this point, right?
Yeah, I graduated last year, May, so basically a year.
How did you get the opportunity to call in? Like, what did you do to call in to Gary Vee?
A lot of people have asked me that, actually. It was pretty simple. I turned on the notifications, I hit the bell.
Everybody, all of you, please hit the fucking bell.
And saw he was doing a YouTube live. And basically, I just noticed on the live stream, everybody was inputting their phone numbers and like these messages, like, oh my God, please call me. I want to be the call, like all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to submit my digits. And if they call me, cool. If not, I'm not really expecting this to happen anyway. So I literally just put my numbers in, and that was it. And then I want to say 2 minutes after that, his YouTube live was cut. So if you ever saw the very original version of the call, he's like, oh, we just lost YouTube live, and they had their Facebook and Instagram live still going.
Okay.
So I was on the YouTube, and after that it cut out, so I stopped watching. Mm-hmm. And then about 5 minutes later, after it cut out, I ended up getting a call from New York. Yeah, zip code or whatever. And that's kind of how it happened. I was like, oh shit. Okay, this is happening. This is real. So it's kind of just how it happened.
That's crazy because that was totally by chance. And if that didn't happen, that video wouldn't have came out, and it went pretty viral. Like,
yeah,
it went.
My video editor was telling me that this video clip of his is 2 to 3 times more viral than anything else he's put out. So to me, that's kind of insane. And I don't know how he found that, but that's what he told me.
I think it was so viral because when he was, for lack of a better term, he was like shitting on your life over the phone. Yeah. I think everyone on the other side of the screen was like, holy shit. It hit me really hard because I was watching it, but I was putting myself in your shoes. And I told my sister that I was interviewing because I reached out to you. And she's like, holy shit, no way, because I showed her the video. I shared it to her. She's like, that's so cool. Like, I hate you. And I was like, reach out. But, yeah, we totally, I put myself totally in your shoes, and it really hit home. And I really think that's the main reason why it went viral is because it stuck such an emotional string in people. And, yeah, I definitely needed that kick in the ass, you know. And, it definitely worked for you. I mean, can you talk about exactly what he said to you, what unfolded as you spoke to him?
Yeah, so basically the shortened version of our 20-minute conversation was me asking him, what do I need to do to get out of this headspace, because I'm not doing anything towards what I want, and I don't know why. And he's like, just work. Like, do the work, do everything, have 4 jobs, work at Walmart, work at Target, work at McDonald's, like, do whatever. Have jobs and just do.
Right.
The main thing he was saying. And then at the end of it, he kept just going pretty deep with me. Like, why are you doing that? Like, just do something, go after it, like, hustle, grind. Don't think of what other people are doing. Stop looking at other people. I mean, our generation especially, I think, is so focused on seeing these lives of other people.
Right.
And it's completely, like, debilitating. Like, you just get paralyzed watching these other people, and you're just staying in that zone. You're not going to do it for yourself. So that's kind of the space that I found myself in. And when I look back, I'm like, that was so lame. Like, why was I doing that?
For sure.
So it was totally like a light bulb switch moment for me with the way he said it to me. And it's not like it was the first time I had heard it. Like, sometimes you're told the same thing from 10 different people, but it's that one person who says it differently that really resonates with you.
That's so true. It doesn't matter what's said, it matters who says it, you know?
Yep. So the way Gary said it and the fact that it was Gary saying it did something for me which changed everything.
What was that shift, you think? Because, I mean, I know it's hard to articulate because it's such a nuanced thing, but like what was it that flipped in your mindset, that in maybe your value system, that after that period you're just like...
I think having it be someone that to me is like an idol. So like, you see celebrities on TV and in movies. I watch Gary Vee on YouTube. So to me that's like the same, I guess, the way I look at him.
Right.
So to have someone like him who doesn't know me, he doesn't know my background, he doesn't know what I'm doing, like nothing. He's just telling me it straight. I think the bluntness, that's how I am in life. I'm very authentic and blunt and real. And
Sure.
him saying it back to me in the same way resonated. And I think that was the difference.
Wow. You know, it's in some ways, have you seen that movie Fight Club?
I have, not for a very long time though.
There's a scene in there where Brad Pitt is in the movie. He basically grabs a gun, pulls a cashier from a store. He puts him on his knees. He says, "Why are you working as a cashier?" And he's like, "I don't know." He's like freaking out because he has a gun on his head. And he's telling him, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "I want to be a vet." He's like, "Listen, he took his wallet, he took his ID and his address and everything. He says,
I know where you live. If you're not on your way to becoming a veterinarian in 6 weeks, you will be dead. Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life. His breakfast will taste better than any meal you and I ever tasted."
and in a way, it's like it liberated him. It freed him
Honestly, that's how I felt. Like, he not only told me what to do, but then he had the gun to my head saying, myself, VaynerMedia, and VaynerNation are watching you. To me, that's the gun. And he's like, we're watching you, and I want you to report back to me in 30 days. So the 30-day challenge that I created was my way of like, oh shit, I gotta follow through now. Like,
Yeah.
time to make it or break it. Like, he's gonna smoke me out of my bullshit, which is the exact phrase he used.
I'm gonna smoke you out of your bullshit.
A lot of people could benefit so much from that, despite like I guess whatever humiliations associated with it. But fuck that, like it worked. It got you out of your rut, you know.
And you know what? Some people, I mean, obviously in social media, expect the positive with the negative, but I would say 98% of VaynerMedia, like, contacting me and reaching out has been so positive that the 2% of people who are negative saying, "Oh, he smoked you," like, "Oh my God, you were so terrible," like, it doesn't even affect me because for the 1 or 2 comments I read of that, I have 1,000 more comments telling me, "Oh my God, thank you so much for asking that. That was amazing. I needed that."
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I could help others, which I don't know what you're thinking. You obviously saw it from a totally different perspective since I was in it. So I don't understand how other people are so affected of it, but to me that's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, dude, for me, like watching it, I really put myself in your shoes because like the advice, like what you asked, was so exactly what like I was in. I mean, I'm like, so just again, I'll give you an example. I do social media for different businesses locally, and my family started a business, online marketing business, and so I've been helping out, kind of very similar to what you're saying. I've been helping out, but like, am I doing things like
Yeah.
I'm bullshitting most of my day, you know? And really like hearing that video, for me, I was just like reflecting a lot. It put me in a big reflecting mode, and I was like, oh shit, you know, like, wow, I really need to hear that, you know? So thank you so much for being the person who got
Yeah,
shat
I'll
on.
take the shit for everybody. It's all right. I got this, guys.
You're like, you took the L.
I'll be the punching bag, guys. I got you.
That's awesome. I want to talk a little about after you got off the phone, what was the first steps that you took?
So literally day 0 and day 1, I spent every single hour awake building this website, thefabulousjourney.com, which is my blog. And I basically just wanted to have this platform to document everything that I would be doing over the 30 days. So that was the very, very, very first thing that I did. And it took me, I don't know, maybe 15 hours,
Holy
like
shit.
almost straight to just do it. I was up till around 4 or 5 a.m. every single day in that first week. And my first day and a half, I did my website. So
Wow.
having something to document everything on and basically record it, post it, make it live, public. I mean, I have these people asking me what I'm doing. Now I got to kind of show them.
Right.
So that was the very first thing that I did. And I think that was crucial.
For sure. And so, you know, you started, I mean, your Instagram was your main, where people mainly followed you through after. And then you also built a YouTube channel, right? That was like day 1 as
Yep.
well? Cool.
Yep, that was like step 2. So first it was my blog. I thought I was going to be writing a lot more than I had.
Right.
The vlog on my YouTube channel ended up being what I used to really record everything.
Right.
And I would say like almost all of those vlogs back into my website.
For sure.
So yeah, vlog was step 2 in creating a YouTube channel, and I've gotten a pretty, I would say, good sized following for just 30 days.
Right. I think we started almost the same time. I was looking at like when you started about a month ago, like 31 days, you said, right?
Yeah.
I started mine maybe a week before yours. And
Really?
yeah, I did. And it was because I saw somebody, he's like 21 years old as well, and kind of inspired me to build mine. I was like, if this guy can do it, shit, I can do it, right? So I want to talk a little bit about, it seems like you've had this sense of clarity. Like day 0, you knew that you had to get this website done, and you had this sense of clarity. So after building the website, what did you want to achieve? What were you trying to build? You were trying to build a brand, if I'm not mistaken, yeah?
Yeah, so for me, it's really easy to figure out the big steps, the big things to do.
Cool.
So for me, having a website done was easy. Making a YouTube channel was easy to do. I knew that I wanted to create a brand around myself, like my own personal brand was something that I wanted to create.
Yeah.
And if I were to ask you what it is, what would you say my personal brand is?
Well, so I took a look at a few of your things, and I saw that it's the brand is DNA, right? And it's mainly about get your work done, kind of hustle your way through, do what you need, do the most important things that you need to get done, whatever it is you want to do. That's kind of what I took out of your personal brand.
So that's actually my issue, because I don't think I'm conveying it to where it makes sense. Because a lot of people have actually been coming back to me saying they're confused. Like the thing that I want to convey, and I'm not doing it correctly, but is having 2 separate brands. My personal brand, which is The Fabulous Journey,
Okay.
and then my business brand, which is DNA.
Okay.
And I am DNA, but basically I want my personal brand to be the documentation, raw, authentic. I'm just going to give you what I'm doing. You can either take it or leave it. But
Sure.
this is like my online journey, whatever. And then DNA is my side hustle that I want to be like this massive, motivational, go out, do work, collaboration type of brand
Cool.
that involves like tons of people, hundreds of people who know us from around the globe to create something that's really awesome. So there's kind of 2 different brands in that. But I guess back to what I wrote an email to Gary listing every single thing that I had done in the 30 days. And as I was writing it, I was finding more and more things that I had done.
For sure.
Realize, oh yeah, I did that, and I guess that was a pretty big thing, but it just kind of flew over my head. So that's on my website too, but there's been a lot. Like, social media in itself has consumed a lot of my time. For anyone who doesn't have every social, like,
Platform.
networking platform, yeah, if you don't have every platform and you're not using it every day, all day, I don't think you realize how much time and planning and effort and
Super
thought
tedious.
goes into it. I didn't realize how much time it would take for not only Instagram stories, a YouTube vlog, a website blog, a Twitter feed. I mean, having so many things, that in itself has taken a large portion of my time, and then trying to build a business on top of it. And then I also have like 4 different collaborations with 4 different businesses that no one even knows about yet.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot going on. I'm trying to organize my life and also convey it to you guys to where it makes sense and you're not like, what are you doing? Gary told me to try everything, since right now I'm to a point where if I don't, I might be crippled by the what if later on.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of taking that really to heart, and I'm kind of just going after all the possibilities that I think would be great right now, which, I mean, it is overwhelming at times, but if I wasn't doing it, I think I would be more hurt by the what if than the, oh shit, I have a lot to do.
Exactly. Like, we mentioned a bit about, you know, the brand you're creating and the opportunities that's coming up. I want to ask you maybe what's next. I'll give you the option.
So I want to, actually, this is going to be kind of fun for you.
Cool.
But about an hour ago, I came up with this new aspect that I wanted to include within my DNA brand. Because I really, really love the idea of helping like up and coming entrepreneurs and supporters.
Right.
So for me, that's been something I've always wanted to do, but thought that I had to have like millions of dollars to like help invest in other like people. But I'm now starting to think that I could either do it through connections or exposure or anything like that.
Right.
So I'm going to try to incorporate up and coming designers into my DNA brand through
That's
the connections
cool.
I have with my fashion school that I graduated from.
That's
So
cool.
that's an idea that I came up with about an hour ago and have not yet implemented, but I'm going to because I feel very strongly about it.
Right.
But there's also in the talks of possibly an app to help connect up and coming entrepreneurs as well. Still don't really have the details of that fine-tuned yet. But yeah, there's a couple other things down the road as well. But those are 2 that I'm feeling pretty good about.
Now, what's the best places to follow you at?
Yeah, so the platform I'm on the most is Instagram. You can follow me at The Fabulous Journey.
Got it.
And then if you want to read some other content, my blog as well. No, I lied. I think my 2 main ones would be Instagram and YouTube. So
Cool.
follow me at The Fabulous Journey on Instagram, and then my YouTube link is whatever. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll put it below for you guys. Awesome. Any closing thoughts for anybody who's starting out or needs to get out of that rut just like you were before the call?
You know what? I mean, the only thing that you can really do to get out of it is just by doing more. If you're in that space, I'm going to guess you're not really doing much. And if you are, it's kind of like your PR self telling you, oh yeah, I'm doing a lot, but in reality, you really could just do more. So, I mean, that would be my advice. Do anything. I mean, pick up the leaves outside and bag them and put them by the street. Like, whatever it is, just do something, because sitting there and doing nothing is going to cripple you.
That's exactly it. I always say no amount of strategizing, thinking, planning, reflecting is going to get you anywhere. It's all about you physically going out and just like trying things, throwing against the wall and see what sticks. So,
yep.
I
Too
love
much planning can be crippling as well, because you'll just keep planning forever and never do it. So planning with action.
Exactly. Awesome. Thank you so much, Taylor. I really, really appreciate this interview. And
Yeah.
I think everyone learned so much from it. So
Yeah, I think this is really, really great. Probably one of my more fun interviews for sure.
I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.
See ya.